When I say player, you say what? Player, player. When I say player, you say what? Player, player.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Just making sure everybody can hear me. And welcome to another Mark Cooper Monday. All right. Okay. Thought this arm was about to give out. I didn't know what was going on. How's everybody doing? How's it going? Hopefully everybody's good. I'm going to adjust my light for a second. Hold on. There we go. What's up, Tim's? How you doing? Rawr. How's everything going? Looks like everybody's doing good. Okay. No, I don't want that. All right. So we got, I believe, 19 today, which is awesome. Zaya, unfortunately, you got beat. Temp is the first. She's the first. All righty. So. All right, so we go to click here, and then we also put the latest, so that way it's in proper order, all the way from when they submitted to now. And at the bottom, we starting with Batty Rika. Okay, let's go ahead and knock that out. Let's do it.
I'm created from the culture, these birds for the bodies, we should decompose it. You waiting on the death of the body like a vulture. Your poster, writing on a wall like a poster. Pull up with a shotty so it shows you. This level's through a barrel like a Kong if you spoke up. Bro, I'm connected with the arms like a chauffeur. Blade to his back when they call it like a shoulder. It's over, your social is the only way you post up. I'm colder, I'm rapping just a body like a toga. You froze up, I'm popping with the metal like a cola. I'm bolder, bat with the balls, it's a home run. I haven't ran up in this field in a bit, they really fishing for the best, I'm about as real as it gets. I mean, Lord, I got ways that I can do with your click. There ain't no shot, y'all really jumping, y'all just keep it a brick. And all your echo chambers really be profound now. How y'all got some speakers and your ego is surround sound. People I could eat up on a beat, yeah, I could chow down. Cocky, but I bet I back it up upon you clowns now. Ain't nobody slick as this, how I'm reaping a benefit on your listen. I split them in and I'm slitting them.
Boost to DM. I thought it was pretty loud already. Okay.
Middlemen, they ain't sick as this, and I'm sick of sicking them, and I'm sicking them. They got me Ivy with the drip, I be in the sticks, diving in, I'm hikey finna swim, hikey getting mid, your mom's legs, I be getting mid, it might be sentiment, how I hold the piece in center mid, and I don't respect you kids, stupid.
Hot tone, leave any witness, all of y'all suspicious, hopping fast up on the net, patrol is not fast with a fitness. I'm busy doing what I'm doing with y'all bad intentions, I'm a top 10, not 9, 8 through 2, it's 1, I ain't complaining, it's only right to say it, I'm training civics, and y'all bodies decaying, I'm real livid. My circle, y'all be trying to get in. PX against you all when we get the spraying look. PX to the trials, y'all ain't trying to stay and look. Word, I don't really care, I ain't really shook. You don't gotta rub the group, play it by the books. We don't try to reach off us when we is trying to come. Sick of setting shells up to him like an armadillo. Not instead of missile, all you words can slither. Parent flames, I'm sending terror. Send them to the void where they can really wither. Keep with 3 skulls all up on my throne. Y'all can ride the river. Sticks, I'll really curse y'all in my sleep. I'm really Lulu with the stick. I flash a 9 and then I send your fam pics. Y'all Lulu on the beat. Think you talking about the heat, but you really running me. Y'all all day, and I ain't tired enough. And I got energy to get you all. It's been 3 years, still people praying on my falls. I'ma send you all to God. I hate you all, but I'm still trying to talk. Nora.
Absolutely. Yeah, they can both flow. You know, if you're going to be a Nerdovation, Batty Rika is one of the artists that's on that bill, so we all get to see it live. There are no slouches on this stage, man. I swear it's going to be super duper fun. I can't wait. All Time is next.
We're in verse head to toe, feeling good to be a guy. We ain't sleeping on the couch, we're just resting around. Try and step on my garden. It could take more than a pardon. Steal up crops when you know be starving. Start this, you can see what could happen. Then your mind wish for the darkness. Demons when I touch up on my harvest. Hold with the play when you see my target. Great magic, I wreak havoc. This cat might snap, I'm being dramatic. What's static? Rub me the wrong way, I'm not the one I've had it. Like a hat trick, this magician suggests you go ghost.
Okay, so the beat itself is really, 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 really bright. So you might need to tone down just a little bit of that in general. Like just tone it down a little bit, as in like the volume of the beat itself, because it's almost like it's fighting to like get on top of the vocal. You know what I mean? You gotta try to see if you can level it out a little bit. That's all. Just be careful when you turn the instrumental up on the verses and all that, because that's where those errors can happen.
I'm not your victory, cause now you see me, now you don't. Ladies and gents, I don't relent. Step right up if you mess with the best. So if you want the smoke, if you give me provoke, we can make it disappear on my show. Get you off of my stage, you're I cannot see ya. Mask up, sit never that I'm on page. See you got bars being not locked in. No powerhouse to the self, mind country. Man, I play rough, man, I'm bad brat. Send seats like the bullets from a mag vest. With your mind, man, let them contact. Put them out of their pockets, put it in a backtrack. Make a brand, tell them, man, on the fight set. My bad, the seat line, got the claws on a scratch back. Put them on mask, man, I'm running on my flowers and I don't get the back at. Great magic, I wreak havoc. This cat, my snap, I'm being dramatic. One static, rub me the wrong way, I'm not the one I've had it. Like a hat trick, this magician suggests you go ghost. I'm not your victory, cause now you see me, now you don't.
Other than those little small volume levels, great fire record, man. Like I said, you guys ruling Pokemon and making all different kinds of songs like that. I'm telling you, there is a situation with stuff like that, you know. So just kind of keep going this trail of what you're doing, and just have fun with it, and that's what it sounds like. Alrighty, Washi with Gear 5 rap. Oh, got D-Tray on here. It's got to get loud.
White hair, straw hat, swinging kinda around like a ball bat. Fuck with the gang and you might get your jaw crack, crashing and crunch your rap. No, you saw that. Smirk like you tough, make him crawl back. You ain't got drive when your vehicle saw that. Flow off the top like the place where you ball that son got Darius. My shit get called that. Whoa, roll on the heat, now my hands hot, red hot, turning your beef in a lamb chop. I'm pulling strength like I'm stationed the fans. Rock, waifu, bust the empress, born Hancock, sheesh. Get out the way if you play like it's drama for Dre. I'ma hit you with more than one piece. 3 swords Zoro, the blaze unsheathed. You couldn't hit it, I'll power unleashed. Nigga, coolest in the coldest, so my haters tend to freeze. I'm a god, so bend your knees on the land and in the sea, and looking for some inner peace. Body.
And this is a situation where, you know, it's a volume of turning up the beat. So the first one was like turning it down and leveling, and then this one is increasing it. That's why I say, when it comes to things you're not 100% sure, let's say you're just not, you know, supreme great at engineering. Like, you know how to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may know how to get the job done, right? But it's just certain things where you're just like, you know, you don't really know the differences because of the beat that you're using. Remember, rule of thumb, I always will put the beat at 50% of whatever the volume is to start off with. And that will be the same thing for your vocal. When you do that and you hear it's where it's right above the beat and it sounds like it's in the right spot, then you look at the numbers and increase accordingly. Because at the end of the day, the primary is the vocal. However, even though the primary is the vocal, you still have to back those up. Because what's happening is that when I'm hearing his verse, I can hear the bottoms of the reverb on that. Normally, the bottoms of the reverb are covered by the instrumental itself. So it's about leveling with the beat in general. It's great to be able to hear the vocal clear as free, clear as everything. But that can be an issue from time to time that you want to make sure that you pay attention to.
All my enemies, straw has supremacy. The rest of y'all ain't friends to me.
Hey, the shot be switching their gears. The arms going up the way you toasted. We see.
You see what I mean? You see how his vocal is, significantly lower than the first vocal, because that's when I say, mute the beat, listen to the acapellas, and you can hear clear as day if one vocal is higher than the other. This error will happen every single time if you don't find out the levels between the two vocals. This will happen every time. It will happen in every cipher, every collab, every feature. And then it may sometimes not even make the feature feel good, because they'll be like, bro, I'm excited to do this song with you or whatever, but it's just not, it's not quality mix for that. And I'm not saying that's the issue with theirs or anybody else, but I can feel certain individuals will feel a way about that. So you got to take your time with that. Sometimes dropping the vocal is one thing, but you got to level them out, especially for the beat as well. It's extremely important. So you got to know.
And cheers, the crew got kicked from the spike, so you can see it on rumble bar. I got monster points, see it's monster point. My beat shooting, see my monster points. Got keys with beam, I just lightning points. Arms popping out, ain't this a joint? The way I be fighting, think my pleasure. You would think I was Nami, how I stick to a treasure. You would think I was Nami, gotta stick to a treasure. While I'm unlike a chip, it's not for a treasure. Step my junk, gon' take your life. Not talking no shark, my jaw's gon' bite. Different observation, why I said it's on sight. You said I'm a pussy, but you bleeding right. Your head getting rocked, I put that on ball. Bite, you start when you see in that hand. You really a dead out the way I slide. I'm finna go spec. I'm talking no loopy, I'm finna go stretch out. When doing fine, got take for a beat, no sleeping nine. Got take for a shoot, see pistol nine. But I'm dropping 9 with 4-5. No cool down by icy slide. On the opposition, they going Mary on heaven's ride now. Watching op, just a different tile. When you see me, just know it's over. No ride. Bluchy by Cuba bird that's on the shoulder. Hey, it's Washi, bitch. Hey.
Like I said, it's just about the leveling of the vocals. You know what I mean? Just because of the level of the vocal, it almost took a lot of punch out of your verse in that second verse. And everything that you were rapping about was dope. But sometimes when it comes to leveling of that stuff, you just got to make sure that all those things are even, because it can make or break your track. And I mean, we talked about this a little bit before in other songs and things like that. But like I said, I mean, you come up with a track, you got a vibe, you got to put it out. I completely understand those things in that circumstance, in this culture. But at the same time, it's always good to get an opinion of somebody else's before you say, oh, yeah, this song is about to be out. So you got to think about it from that. Thank you so much. I try my best when it comes to advice and things like that. Halo, I mean, of course we know who was in Paris. Ninjas were in Paris. Ninjas. We all know that. We all know. All right. Let's go ahead and go into the next one here. It looks like it's going to be a little bit late. A little bit late. Let's see where we at right now. Okay, Aaron's on this too. Okay.
Catching a body now, feeling like Broly. Shooting a shot and blocked the goalie. Doing it clean now, make shit gory. Now gonna call this a presentatory. They gonna fear me, know my name. Can't handle the beast, ain't nobody tame. Blasting that ops, you know I make it rain. Sorry, not sorry if you're bad at the game. Everybody knows you can't handle what I'm saying. Hear their screams, can't hear what you saying. Came from the bottom, so no, I ain't playing. You better just go off and continue training. I don't wanna be picking up weight. Don't care if you're best, can't handle my state. You'll see the reason anger is my best trait. I can do souls, just look at my win rate. When I'm done, there won't be a soul. There ain't no telling how far that I'll go. Watching in fear how fast I grow. Thinking you beat me, what do you know?
Been cracked, but these niggas wanna cap shit. Been royalty before you a has-been. Niggas thought I'm turning blue when it passed me. Rifle charging the niggas since he bragging. Hate the way I pull up, huh? Love sending shots to do some, huh? That beam to his chest made me boost up. Been a god, let me show you how to move up. Smash and grab, I tear him all the pieces. If he gon' talk, the code is where we leave him. Caught somebody's never had to preach it. He want a monster, devil finna reach him. Test your luck since you been feeling brave. Red all on his body, ran the fade. Caught him lacking, been inside his brain. He want warning, I'ma show the way. Body shots, that nigga get his body pop. I'll show you how this party rock. If you go against me, then it's obvious that you couldn't best me if your party dropped. Green on my mind and got red in my eyes when these niggas gon' slide and just try to divide. I be grabbing his spine, he ain't stepped to me right. I did this out of spite since he trying to die. Hey, I do not fuck with these niggas. Hey, I do not fuck with these niggas. Hey, I cannot fuck with these niggas. Hey, they just be ducking a nigga. Hey, I do not fuck with these niggas. Hey,
Watch your profanity.
I do not fuck with these niggas. Hey, I cannot fuck with these niggas. Hey, they just be ducking a nigga.
See, like, first off, a little bit late. That was actually one of your best verses so far. Apparently, he just needed somebody to know. That's exactly what I'm thinking these days. Crazy 8 the Great. What up, though? How you doing, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Frieza wanted to let you know that he's not messing with any of you monkeys at all. At all. Well, I'm going to say a little bit late. Like I said, you're getting better, bro. You're getting better each and every verse. And there was probably maybe 1 or 2 moments where you were just a little bit late. But you know what, bro? A B plus is still a B plus. It's still a good grade. That means you got more time to improve on the stuff. But I want to let you know that you can hold your head up high here because, like I said, you are on the way to the promised land and you are almost there. You're almost there. Appreciate it, man. All right, let me see. All right, Diggs. Yeah, he about to serenade us.
My bad for staring at you dainty, but you a snack girl, can you really blame me? You know you love it and it's got you moving hasty. I know they call you Zani, but you got me going zany. I'm just saying, girl, you top 10. You know the place and let them know that you are not 10th. Or 2 to 9, that shit is not an option. Soon as she clock in, you know she finna lock in. Always on point, I'm just telling you facts. They got you overworked, so let me help you relax. You doing too much, they got you running them laps. I said I know you about your business, you be giving the max. Baby, come over, here's my shoulder, no pain. Look at my boulder, I can show you my gauge. Ain't here to scold you, I can show you don't rage. Just wanna hold you, see this rover's got range. She said that's cool, but she trying to do the nasty. I replied, okay, now she popping both the ass cheeks. We on the road, she pulled over, then she asked me. She hella horny, can we do it in the backseat? And y'all already know my answer. I ain't about to argue with this woman and her banter. But she did ass, so I had to take the chance to dive up in that ass. I'm respectful, I got manners. She told me, baby, don't fight it. Sit back and let me work you, and I'm sure you're gonna like it. Shit, I can't lie, girl, I'm excited. You a boss in this moment, do your thing, I'm so delighted. With our emotions so high, babe, I doubt we getting sleep. We gon' be going all night.
Yeah, he does.
She replied, you know it gets so right. Enough with all the talking, let's get going all right.
That's Diggs for you. I told you he's going to serenade on the songs. And while you talking, crazy enough, like I said, there's a scene for everything. You know what I mean? So whatever you choose to do and whatever people like, you know, people like what they like. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it like that. And then that's something Diggs got to look at too. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be like, you know, if this is the particular direction of certain songs he does, which he does have quite a few of a catalog for that, it's best to see what communities may want something like this. You know what I mean? Think about it. I mean, if they make that kind of, you know, 18 up content or whatever, this is stuff you could submit songs for. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the possibilities are endless at the end of the day. So you have to figure out ways to, you know, make your content, you know, worthwhile to go somewhere that it might do really well in. So you never know. Like I said, you know, they even have conventions for this now. So you could practically pull off anything at this point. But other than that, Diggs already has it polished. It sounds great. I'm with it. But speaking of it, I do want to address something actually. It's actually very, very interesting, and it's ridiculous, and I want to make sure, you know, like people who are in our, you know, Nerdivation circle or Mark Cooper Monday circle, you know, really, really understands this. Okay, So there's an artist that's been in our it's been an artist that's been in our chats forever, and she's been moderator with Temp, and it's Prowess to Testament. So shout out to Prowess real quick. Want to mention something here, really important. So last Friday, she released a Sailor Moon themed project, right? It's got a deluxe album. It's got 20 songs on it. It's dope. I mixed and mastered on this. I did some hooks and even some production. And this is something I want to address that I see in the community all the time. And this is kind of insane. I'm not going to lie to you. She posted and did an advertisement for her album so people could check it out. And, you know, it's gotten to the point where it's got a couple thousand likes and things like that. But here's where the issue is. So in her cover, she made herself as Sailor Moon. And, you know, Sailor Moon, of course, is a different race. But it's her inspiration. It's her dream. So she had somebody make a cover with all the Sailor Scouts, and the leader, Serena, is her. So, you know, the character is black or melanin or whatever you want to call it. And the thing is that bothers me the most is that these comments that have been said to this individual for just wanting to make a track or a project about an anime that they love is shocking, it's disrespectful, and it's distasteful. There is no reason in any galaxy at all that you send a message to a person that don't even know you and say, I'm going to kill you. Just because you made a black Sailor Moon character in your album art. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you feel like it's altering the character or, you know, like whatever it is with that. All I'm saying is this kind of shit needs to stop. This needs to stop. Because if it comes to anybody else that does different things, right? Nobody bats an eye about it. I mean, bro, like, protect the women in our scene. Protect them. Because nobody deserves that kind of disrespect when they're excited about that. It's not cool. At all. It's not cool. It's not fair. And it's not fair because not only she experiences stuff like that, I know there's a lot of individuals, especially from, you know, our black women in general, that have to endure things like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not cool. And it doesn't make sense that, you know, if they get attacked and get offended, and then, you know, next thing you know, they say something back. Oh, now it's the stigma of the angry black woman or whatever when they try to defend themselves. Things like that are not cool in this community. And if you're a person that feels a way and say, oh, this person can't cosplay this because they're not the same color or whatever, or if it's not the same gender or any of those things, don't talk to me. Don't come on my platform. Don't even say hello to me. I don't play that. And that's not cool, and it's not fair to individuals that enjoy what they enjoy. I'm sorry it took a turn like that. Like I said, everything is positive vibes here, you know, but I have to address these things. I have to, because if you are going to be a veteran and you are going to be a leader in the community, you have to address things where they come in the right respect. Don't just address things because everybody's talking about it. You address the things that people are close to home, people who are not really super big on the Twitter side. This happened on Facebook. That's it. And I'm going to be honest with you. You need to hear this album. And I'm not saying it because there's any biases or whatever or things like that. But Prowess's pen, her pen is mortifyingly good. I mean, I'm telling you, if the community doesn't know about Prowess's pen and hearing that all the way through and beat selection and all that kind of things, like, you could stay asleep forever at this point. You could stay asleep. That's how I feel about it. She will be at Nerdivation, and you'll see a veteran rap on the microphone and show individuals that not only artists and nerd artists can rap, not just women and black women can rap, artists can rap. It doesn't have to be this, where the female rappers at. Where's an artist that's dope? That should be the new norm here. Hey, I need an artist that's dope. Who's dope? And then universally pick who you want to pick. I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm keeping it 1,000 here. It is very, very difficult to keep up with Prowess when it comes to any kind of things on the song. I have to bring my best every time. Every time. She just got placed in a video game literally 2 days ago. She's written a novel for the top 50 hip hop artists and albums. She's done South by Southwest. She's headlined MagFest. She's toured before. She's opened up for individuals like KRS-One and Jay Electronica and Sky Zoo. She's done so many things in this hip hop community aspect of it. You really don't know who's really in these chats, who's really here. And that's why I make this platform each and every time, so people will know for sure that there are great artists here, and they don't have to be the ones that just be triggered by numbers here. Okay? Let's just be real here. And not to even toot anybody's horns or whatever, but there's a lot of people in this chat right here will probably body the artists that have 2 million subs right now. And I can put money on it in the farm. And I don't even have a farm. So like I said, not to lead off like that, I deeply apologize, but I wanted to make sure that that was addressed. It needs to be. Because, you can follow numbers all you want to. But, you already know what it is, man. You already see artists avoid doing features with other artists because they're scared that they're about to get destroyed. We've seen it too many times. That's just the nature of the beast. But I wanted to let you know. I watch and I see all of you do really dope things. And there's not a single subscriber that's going to tell me that you're not dope. Because I've heard it. I didn't hear the subscribe button chime. I heard you rap. No YouTube button can be able to duplicate the vocals you put on a record. Just let you know. No button will judge how dope you are. Make your own buttons, man. Music game's like a controller. Figure out where your destiny's supposed to be. Make the combos that you want to make. What defines you? And sometimes you could define it. Feel what I'm saying? All right, let's go to the next one. Zayas, my bad, Duck. All right, Star Wars. Cool. Okay, got NLJ and Sam Sky and Macro. And okay. As a cipher. Okay. Nikki Trax, my dude. I haven't seen him in a good while.
Hello there. What I want love for you is just no fair. Gotta find new hope when there ain't no love. When I got the high ground and you don't tear. Put them on the pain to full patience. Can evade invaders, gon' face them. Take a blue blade to the two legs, so we cooking like souffle, homie, I baked them. So many grievances, I can't grieve a grievance so egregious. We can all agree that the sip gets readed with techniques so deadly. You could get more than half of my entry. Defend mine with a Jedi energy. I'ma force you to the ropes. Ever since I made an entrance, a boxer would even put up and appear in this robe. Yeah.
Gotta keep order in my circle. Loyalty is the highest virtue. Only the hurt ones try to hurt you. Trying to get smoked, I got that perk. Playing him now, he's too dangerous. False prophets can't hang with us. Should've died in the dust. Can't rely on your trust. I'ma do what I must. Boy, you blinded by love. Dumb motherfucker, I knew you was. Can't fall for the hype, ain't by your buzz. Just look at your hands, they covered in blood.
Hey, not gonna lie, Macro as Mace Windu is funny, but he's killing it though. He's killing it.
All up top and it ain't no shot. You ride with the ops, y'all gotta be stopped. Palpatine got dropped. I only lost cause you swapped. Yeah.
Do or do not. There is no try. Faith in the Force, the choice is not. You must rely. Dark clouds over Anakin's sky. Mask you wear, pain you hide. Pride you swallow inside. Cause anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. Order 66, I know it best not to trust in them. Happen the worst has. Lie I can, or you had me in the first half. You're on the worst path.
Conflicting my dreams. In the sense of time, I'm taking everything.
Thanks for making Sam Sky Anakin Skywalker, but thank you, because
Yeah, used to feel cursed by the guys. Maybe my lack of humanity's heaven sent. Ain't got the force in me, but my enemies know I'm a force to be reckoned with.
you better kill that General Grievous. You better.
I'm forcing these Jedi's in a retreat. You toe to toe with a veteran. They see me coming, invisible hand. I pull up in something malevolent. The army, I order them. Say, well, let's see how you put up when I'm swinging for them. You gon' need more of them. Freaky how I'm in the guts and exploring them. When I think of Jedi's, I see red. Ain't no future here without brutality. So it's death for anyone who battles me. I became a god of my
the Lord of the Sith, all of my dick, all about skill and you know what it is. Look at the wrist and you missing your limbs. You thinking you him, but you never gonna win. The Lord of the Dark and my light is my savior. I want it now, won't wait until later. They telling me patience, I'm telling them save it. I'm losing my head, you can blame it on Vader. I'm really a force, Imperial smirch. If we go to war, aim for the stars, attack of the...
People don't know about the head and the Vader because it's, yeah, but yes. Yes.
Clones, let it be known, my brothers in arms, I'm talking like four. A grievous mistake by assuming you safe. Step in my space and I'll do what it takes. I ain't losing my faith, I'm embracing the hate for a path that I made on my way to be great.
Welcome to a dark side, lights out. I took the power myself. What's been a lightning strike down?
I am, man. I'm seeing it.
Pulling the strings in my town. Old man can't swing, wanna fight now. Anytime I throw hands, better bite down. They call me the shocker, like wow. See my looks to kill, yeah, I know they jealous. In the minds I read it, say I'm hideous. Talk to my apprentice, I'm insidious. Now your kids regret it. Give them nightmares, cause my goons are dead. And who run the scene, better give me credit. Wanna vote on this, is the emperor, bitch. I am the Senate.
Look, this track makes you feel good, man. This makes you feel good. You said you needed a comment for it? Oh, okay. By the way, Neko, just to let you know, we already got all our submissions. We normally do them on Twitter, where you follow, it's Mark Cooper on Twitter. And then around that time on Monday, about 2 p.m. Eastern time, is where I allow people to be able to submit their particular songs here. So it's not really about 100% just kind of listening to tracks and going with them. There's actually like a programming that's part of that too. I might think about even posting, like if anybody wants to, for shorts to be able to submit for it. That is something I may dabble into a little bit later, but I just got to, dial in. But all right, let me see. All right. Star Wars fans. Wait, hold on. Star Wars fans, unite. There you go. See, you even got a little voice bit there. Pretty cool, right? But like I said, I try my best to support as much as I possibly can. You know what I mean? The Force is definitely with you. I used to be able to do Palpatine really well, but I can't though. Yes, let it consume you. I can't do it anymore though. And you know what I mean? Yes, Anakin, join the Force. It may consume you. You know, but let's get it. Alrighty, temps. Oh, it even got what you call it? Midnight dubstep on the beat. Oh, shizzle biscuits. Let's hear what this sound like. You know, you should, Isaiah, you should collab with Elemental, because Elemental do a lot of Star Wars songs too. And that boy can go, you know?
Place to place, sketchbook in hand. Down the corridors, my life isn't grand. Things could be better, perhaps like my friends. I need vacation money to spend. Summer is the time we should all adore, but my friends all left to go see more. My town's abandoned, it's barren as can be. Maybe something interesting happens to me. Same old day reading books, my hunger grows. With little money on me, there's one place to go. See the pizzeria taking in the view.
I know it has.
Reminiscing on the time when it was brand new. By the usual within these faded walls. What's that painted on these old decayed halls? My thirst and appetite for thrills was inside. My dad's nearby and there's one place left to hide. A place where reality seems to split. Count to 100, close your...
Here's the thing about vocoders. Here's the thing. Vocoders can be tricky because of the amount of the effect takes over the vocal. Because the thing is, when you hear a vocoder, right, it takes out, most of the time, it takes out a lot of the lower mid and the low lows, like the bass levels. And that's one of those things where you might have to layer, as in like you get that same vocal that you used, and then you layer it under it too. So that way it still has its, has its hole, and it works out fine. So like, for example, perfect example is like, think of a bagel, right? Vocoders kind of take away the middle, and then it's got like, the hole in the middle, right? So sometimes if it takes too much, it turns into like, like an onion ring, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have the actual overall value of the sound. Or bagel works too. And you want to make sure that the foundation is there, but you still have that effect. The effect is what that makes the shape of the donut. You feel what I'm saying? Or the bagel. And the reason why I give you did layer. Well, I mean layer without the vocoder by itself. Streamers, show me your ankles. This guy, bro. Really, you were out of here, man. Especially, so.
Watch your profanity.
Because we do got buttons on here that say,
"What did he say?"
And we will single out those comments 100% every time. But I appreciate you being here. But just so you know, I know it's layered, but you need to layer the regular vocal, the regular singing vocal you have, not layer in the vocoder. Because if you label, then it's just a thicker, thinner ring. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want, for the donut, you want it to be like this. You don't want it to be expanded like this, because it still leaves gap in your vocal. So you just got to be careful. That's all.
Hang around for the big surprise.
See how it's right here, how it's a little bit thicker in this vocoder? You probably should put that same vocoder in that other part of the vocal, and then that way it's all matched up. But like I said, I'm talking about the thickness of it. That's all.
Come close, become one with our franchise. All your friends want to sing with us. Follow me, we have much to discuss. Be wary what you cry out into the open sky. Crazy things can happen in the blink of an eye. See for yourself what crimes I can commit. And my word when you dive into a pit.
Another day back, but now something is wrong. People want
Okay, now here's a part right here that I want to let you know, because I said I've been hearing you guys for years. So there's something I want to let you know. The way this beat is, you could approach this as in like the Willy Wonka's Oompa Loompa. I know that sounds crazy to say. You'll be a mile work when you dive into the pit, like whatever you're saying it that way, and it breaks those down. And then it's a great pattern to be able to adapt in vocoders and like, chip tune stuff like that, because it allows you to space out the words. It's easier to mix that way. So now it's not a string of vocals all the way there, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like those kind of things could fit. And with, things like that, it works out. I'm just saying doing that allows also kids to be able to remember the lyrics too. So it's like, it's just a great way to, use the adaptation to be able to add those kind of things. This is kind of, Five Nights at Freddy's obviously is definitely not a kid's thing, but having that type of tone works out too. You know what I mean?
another day back, but now something is wrong. People want to scream if something gestures me along. Something isn't right, something is amiss. Where did the family fun time go in all this? Darkness revealed the party's just begun. Handiwork of bloody hands forcing me to run. Things were always off in the fat store. All there is at Freddy's 85 is death galore. Escape from the dating year, I've got no time to waste. Bob Pitt has a safety net, better make haste. Here in the world of outdated arcade tech, panic sets in, gotta end my time trek. Sirens blaring outside the pizza room, safety in 100, escape my doom. I'll make it back no matter what it takes. I won't die when the bunny ups the stakes.
A place where reality seems to scream. Count to 100, close your eyes. Beware the monster in disguise. Hang around for the big surprise. Come close, become one with our franchise. All your friends want to sing with us. Follow me, we have much to discuss. Be wary what you throw out into the open sky. Crazy things can happen in the blink of an eye. See for yourself what crimes I can commit in my world when you dive into a pit.
Run, flee away from me. Can't escape my misery. Feel fear from my disguise. I see the horror in your eyes. Day, night, know the dread. Think that it's all in your head. Run, flee, can't you see? There is no escape from me.
Like I said, so I want to let you know something too that's actually very, very important, and I want to make sure you guys get kudos for that. Look, vocoder stuff is very, very meticulous, and it takes time, and it takes a lot of efforts. I know, Temp, I hear your vocals. I hear them. Don't think I don't know about your vocals, okay? But the thing is, I want to let you guys know is that key-wise and harmony-wise, they're really, really great. Like I don't hear any notes out of tune. I don't hear none of that. And that's hard to do that as a vocoder, doing vocoding and all that kind of stuff. But now it's getting ready to know the difference between taking the thickness out of a vocal and putting thickness in the vocal. And just know that when you pitch things down, so here's the best part. Best idea, okay? The higher the note, the less bass it is. The lower the note, the more bass it is. So if you got a vocoder with a high vocal and you put it on a low vocal, you'll see a lot of mids in there, right? But if it's too much low on the vocoder, you'll hear that and it can be muddy. Which is the other part as well, is where if it's too high, now you have this all in the vocal and it's too bright, and the high pass is distorting the vocal, and you can't hear that either. So you have to find a place in the EQ where it takes out the high parts where all the harsh white noise is, and then the low parts to take out the sub bass in the vocal. Because keep in mind, everything that you put melody wise, there is a low, there is a mid, and there's a high. And you have to understand that all of those all come into play with the vocal. It's not like the vocal just here and you just like, all right, fine. And then you can be able to play it how it is. If it's low in that beat, if it's highs in the track itself, those all play a part in the vocal thing to be able to put everything all together. As if it's too much pepper or if it's too much salt, you'll be able to know the difference. And that makes sense. Love and Light TV. What? You're going to have to show me on Discord about this picture. You're going to have to show me.
Hang around for the big surprise. Come close, become one with our franchise. All your friends want to sing with us. Follow me, we have much to discuss. Be wary what you go into the open sky. Crazy things can happen in the blink of an eye. See for yourself for crimes.
Like, this part is really, really great. Like, this mid part, how you mix this, very, very well. Very well. It's just those other parts. That's it. This is nice, though.
I can commit in my world when you dive into a pit. Hang around for the big surprise. Come close, become one with our franchise. All your friends want to sing with us. Follow me, we have much to discuss. Be wary what you go into the open sky. Crazy things can happen in the blink of an eye. See for yourself for crimes I can commit in my world when you dive into the pit.
All right. Sorry, that's... See, the thing is, I haven't dipped in FNAF. I thought about doing it. I'm not going to play the game because I don't think I have the bandwidth to be scared like that. But I might watch walkthroughs of the game and just to know the story. But Jesus Christ, man, this is nightmare fuel, man. Jesus Christ. How you feel about being a kid and you about to go into a ball pit? There's some robots about to, skin snatch, and Jesus Christ, bro. You know what I mean? I have a hard time watching Happy Tree Friends, but this is ridiculous. Other than that, fire record up. Okay, so Elemental already knew he was in the building. He is watching. My dog. All right, let's go into it. Let's see what kind of bops you got today, Mr. Elemental. Ooh, it's a Star Wars song. I'm telling you, Isaiah, bro. This the man right here. I'm gonna have to make like different nicknames where you come up with certain kinds of songs, and it'd be like, that's elemental force right here when it comes to the Star Wars stuff.
Every day trying to make my way back to the fray. For heaven's sake, I need revenge to fuel my burning flame. Face to face, red skin, the devil's here to stay. Double blade cutting through, take your soul away. And I remember how they trembled when they heard my name. And I remember how they struggled when I came to slay.
Man, your rap vocals are so much clearer now, bro. Wow. I don't mean like they were ever muddy or mixed or whatever, but I'm hearing the enunciations in it like you're, yeah.
All the graves set ablaze for dead. I looked up in my wake. I came to take my revenge on the one that took my legs away. Fire burning, desire churning. I cling to the hope that I will kill him someday. Inspired, burning, the fallen servant. I rise, I know that the pain is my strength, and I bathe in the blood of my enemies. Red skin, black tats, I know you know my name.
This is giving me like Disturb-ish kind of vibes. Like it's your vocal, but it's the whole music itself is giving me Disturb. And I don't mean Down with the Sickness. I mean like relatively close to, either that or like maybe Godsmack, I Stand Alone. Just that grit. Like this kind of song or whatever, if you were just talking about any topic in the world, I can see this song being used for somebody's Dragon Ball Z AMV like in the early 2000s or something. Like it gives me those particular vibes. And that is a great thing, just so you know.
Oh, you thought that you could maybe better me. All your dreams turn to nightmares when it comes to me. Better men than you have tried to build when it comes to killing me. So no, it's killing me. No, now it's killing me. I am the one they tried to kill. I can't die, oh no, I won't die. And I am the one they feared above all. I can't fall, oh no, I won't fall. Dark Maul. They tried to press my people, we ain't having. Turn me coward, collecting shadows, take our power to the palace. We do a real damage, a real phantom menace. Our orders be corruption in the galaxy, the canvas. Dark Lord, put it up, fear controls the masses. It's a fake war, boot it up, cybernetics chrome and facet. I'm a creature of the night, race to slaughter all these bastards. Mandalores where you can find me on a throne made for a master. I'm all in, I find solace in the chaos below. It's like a tonic, you better watch it. Won't hear me coming. All the chaos below, I pay homage. And now I am the one they tried to kill. I can't die, oh no, I won't die. And I am the one they feared above all. I can't fall, oh no, I won't fall. Darth Maul.
Only thing is, I would have said, when I fall, Dark Maul. Like I would have went, but then again, you have like 15 seconds left. You might have did that. Still sick, bro. Still sick. Still sick, bro. What am I thinking here? What else was I gonna say? Okay, got it. Yeah, I had to get in the realm here. Mixes are getting better, bro. Every day they're getting better. If there's any kind of critique I can give in this particular instance, it's let me see. Now, you sing your hooks. So since you sing your hooks, it's always good, especially for songs like this. They always do this ladder or chair stacking effect. So it's like you got your bass, like how you got your regular vocal, and then throughout the song, you start building up those cups. And then finally, when you get to that final last part, you just need to put that final cup on top to make the pyramid. And then that's wherever you go with your vocal, and it's like separate. Because I'm going to be honest with you, like when it comes to a lot of rock songs, like a lot of people really belt out and sing in the end of the song, especially when it comes to karaoke and stuff like that. There's like from Whitney Houston to Christina Aguilera to, from rock singers like, like Aaron Lewis or I forget his last name. It's Doug from Hoobastank. Like they sing those parts at the very, very end of it. And that's kind of how you ring, that's how you grab them in. Like you bring them in for the full song and then they hear it, it'd be like, wow, that was an adventure. That was a great song. And then that's when they save stuff to playlist. Like in this particular like realm, sometimes it's all the way through. You know what I mean? If I would, make sure you do climax these particular endings of the songs, because when you do that, it allows people to be like, wow, That was awesome. And then they want to be able to come back and play it again. You know what I mean? How many times have you heard a song, you're like, wow, this song is dope. And then you on Spotify and you put it on repeat, or you on YouTube and you put it on repeat, or you try to find more from that artist to have maybe similar vibes from that. That happens in this community. You know what I'm saying? And just understand it's the shock value at the end of the song. Continuously rising up on that, but when you're like, we're at the tip of that, tip of that roller coaster, and it's about to go sharp down super fast, things like that. That's how you should be able to make your records on that aspect. You know, you want to make sure that the ending has some kind of meaning for it. Sometimes you can make it in kind of silhouette. It just be in the background or something. It could be, So that's what you got to do. Yeah. Other than that, you're fine. I mean, but here's the thing. It's only this song. You have been doing that over time. I'm just giving you critique on this particular record here. I've seen you do it at least 5 times on stream in general. So it's not like you're not doing that, but just kind of getting that frame of mind in writing when you do. Other than that, that's it. Great work. All right, let's go to the next one here. Crazy 8 the Great.
Don't look.
And it is, oh man, it's one of those kind of songs. I see what he meant.
Hit me like that.
Thanks, you too, man.
It's really turning me on.
No physician, but it's like an exam. When I get shown cheeks, I'm on the hunt. You coming up short? Just be gone, freaks. That kitty be like pirated music. Listen, it's gon' leak. I hear it, it's my favorite song. The way she moans, she be gone, she moisten towels, she loca. His tongue do tricks. He's a magician, the way he soak her. He stroke her like a guitar. She screams an octave that starts to rise. She fucked me like she out for revenge. She got the scarlet eyes. Drunk off her juices, your boy is an alcoholic. Mercenary and missionary, I'm killing her with the Zodiac. I tried to call it a kink, some shit she ain't used to. She like to be tied up now, cause I'm the chain user. You only live once, so why you screaming YOLO? Just know I know every skill in the book. Please call me Crollo. Baby, oh no, I promise that you gon' keep smiling. You see a nigga like me, rarer than Greed Island.
Ooh, I'm about to lay that in on you. I can't wait to see you next. Hunting for your body. Or we're getting naughty. You're my York new shawty. Hunting for your body.
Thank God you said Hunter instead of Hunter X Hunter, and then that's when I know you not cultured. If you say Hunter X Hunter, and I'll be like, yeah, who's gonna let him know?
Hunting for your body. Hunting for your body. Or we're getting naughty. That's my York new shawty.
Now shawty know I'm different when I'm finna make a pass. I can tell by how she twisting, she envision me in there. And the aura I'm emitting got a dripping head splash. Now she moaning with sweet whispers as I'm gripping on the ass. Then I'm digging in her nash. Want me to plug her any day. No instant love and no not my taste. Sorry I got too many bays. She said it's no biggie, it's okay. You still my diggy, let's be great. My eyes on that kitty, eating like Mitchie. We getting busy, it's a day. She high off that Zaza. To the Lord, I gotta thank it. No, she love it when I get it. Fingers popping like I'm Franklin. Girl, relax, don't you be anxious. Let's not ruin the blunt. She heard this black voice and bitch, she said I'll do what you want. She showing off her tats, cause she love just how I act. Told me conjure up some toys, got some stuff she wanna play. We keep going, know it's late. I made her water, made her wet. She said I got that type of sex, even Shizuku can't forget.
Ooh, I'm about to lay that in on you. I can't wait to see you next. Hunting for your body. Or we're getting naughty. You're my York new shawty. Hunting for your body. Hunting for your body. Hunting for your body. Or we're getting naughty. That's my York new shawty.
Drizzy be singing, bro. Thrizzy be singing. I'm telling you. Other than that, I mean, like I said, that's a bop for sure. You just gotta figure out what you're gonna do in post for that. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're gonna make more Hunter x Hunter. If you're gonna make more Hunter x Hunter type of songs. Oh, the irony. I know. It's still funny though. It's still funny. But just make sure you kind of have a plan of where exactly you want this to go. I don't know if you're going to make more songs about this particular anime here, or, you know, you're just kind of going through the stables and maybe putting it all together and make it an album called The Manga, and it basically have like a song of your favorite anime. Maybe that's possible. It happens. Alrighty, let's go. NK, let's rock.
So, how do you like my swimming?
Oh, he redeemed it? Oh, I didn't know it was a redeem. I thought he was just posting in because he wasn't able to be on Twitter. I know it's a skip the line. That's my apologies. With this OBS, I don't see the perks and things like that that happen on Twitch. I'm checking now because I have it, you know, also in the phone too. So let me check here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm checking now. But thanks for letting me know. It wasn't intentional. You know, I don't do those kind of things intentional. Okay. So after this song, we'll go to UJK, okay?
Riding down the track, I be cruising with my bag with a shorty in the back. Wheels rolling, feeling like the Mac. Only rolling through your city, then it's on to the next. That swag so potent, that wrist so frozen, emotion, he glowing. That boy so golden, go in. Shit, everybody wanted me to go in. I be feeling like that man when I walk through. Gassed up, I be feeling like I'm floating. Okay. But let me come down when I pull up, try and learn some. See my dogs off the net, go and burn one. How I'm swimming in the sauce, I think I'm on one. Yeah, they never gonna forget me when it's all done. Things been slow, so I'm living life fast. Goes unknown when I'm hitting that gas. Got what to do with them streets, my classes. I'm never at home, cause I'm always in traffic and I don't backtrack. You can hit my line, but I've been so busy, I don't know when I'ma call you back. The good times keep coming, I'ma dive right in it like I'm eating from the back, goddamn. In the morning, riding down the track, I be cruising with my bag, with a shorty in the back. Wheels rolling, feeling like the Mac, only rolling through your city, then it's on to the next. That swag so potent, that wrist so frozen, emotion, he glowing. That boy so golden. It's a black road and dressing on black. Moving in search of serotonin I lack. So I roam with the goal to get my mind on track. Cause loafing on the couch been a drag, my nigga. Head in the clouds got me feeling for ascension. Take off, land deep, play no questions. To another game and I need a couple lessons. Big drive, no engine. See me blast off like a rocket. Traveling got me charged up like a socket. Remember them days, thoughts of getting on a plane out of state. Made a brother wanna vomit. Now it's all good vibes, cause I can't forget who I was and just be who I am. This for my ties outside of the land. Life been busy, but I know I'ma see y'all again. Oh God. In the morning, riding down the track, I be cruising with my bag with a shorty in the back. Wheels rolling, feeling like the Mac. Only rolling through your city, then it's on to the next. That swag so potent, that wrist so frozen, emotion, he glowing, that boy so golden.
Love that 90s mix on that. Nerd Night will also be at Nerdivation too, so I can't wait to hear these kind of vibes throughout the whole thing. Like it's gonna be a really dope time. Yeah, no weirdness with the mixes or anything like that at all, because it's got that like 90s like warm tape kind of mix on that. So it works out just fine. Alrighty, JK, let's do it. All right, got it. All right.
What you're going through may feel unbearable and very uncomfortable, but don't worry, I am here with you. Just keep moving forward. Just C-A-D, yeah.
Had to get away from me, fade away the K and me, finish in fatality, bringing out the worst in me, like a Tsukiyomi B, tortured all for none to see, pointing out what got me beat, self-destruct mentality. I just want some peace, please, set my eyes on wrong things, cause it's all so tempting, and it got me lusting, looking for a release, I can't take the hint, please, take my mind and wash clean, rising like a striptease, and I fall again, mental downing gin, blast and blow the pen, sinking stuck in sin, let it face my skin, piglet walking through the pen, pass it down the chin, crack the J, but then, here we go again, tell me where it is, man.
I want to relieve you or forsake you. I am with you. Just hear my voice and keep moving forward.
Tsukiyomi dream, like a nightmare scene, street of misery, Freddy Krueger B, facing down the beast on insecurities, like a bloody leech, reach out for the flesh and teach, like a zombie's team, saying woe is me, but I did it to myself, in a self-inflicting hell, feelings wrestle, ring the bell, map it out like show and tell, run and go and numb the pain, want the world but soul is drained, stuck in a repeating dream, how a Tsukiyomi be?
You're almost there. Just keep fighting. Don't give up. Just keep moving forward.
Wake up from pain, shot up aside, go on the things that will turn me to yah, got it astray, walking to pray, mentally done it, so tell me I'm sane, struggle I've known, holding my stones, peeking the knowledge and keeping me sane, bladding the word, dropping the bread, eating the poison, be giving me dread, throwing it up, what I consume, what I have water and letting it bloom, cutting the root, throw it away, walking the sun and I see a new day, none of my own, guiding me right, on a long journey, I'm leaning on Christ.
I pray that through every trial and tribulation that I face on this journey, that you continue to guide me, pick me up when I start stumbling, and right my ship. Amen.
I like the glitch tech in this beat. Well, it's hard to give a mixed review when you already released it on streaming platforms. So obviously you felt confident about the song when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But energy was there. The beat was nice. The harmonies were great. I mean, like I said, you're getting more and more polished over time. Like you've came a long way, Box Ghost. You've come a long way. So I'm glad to see it. So just for context, Box Ghost was probably one of the first songs that JK submitted like 2 or 3 years ago. And I told him, I said, hey man, if you're going to do this double time thing, man, you're going to have to be able to do it. You're going to have to keep going with that. And he's like, okay, say less. And now he's got it to the point where it's just like second nature. So I appreciate that he took that challenge and then got here, because that's what's dope. Okay, and now we're back to the list. All right, let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 more. We could be able to knock that out. All righty. Next. And I'm supporting.
Fuck is you talking? Better beat his ass and leave him a broken. Hit until his ass gets Martian. Nigga killer, mask, he Harkins. Killer, will a flash, can spark. Thriller, killer, drop stack in the golf, stay basking. The fact that he lacking the heart, leave his ass in the dark, in the back of a car, in the black, in the pack, you a bark at the fact that I tag. I get back, that kid crack without whiplash, that big gap with that kid lack. I'm that nigga like Sinbad, y'all big mad, it's so sad. Y'all niggas down like so bad. What is she doing, bro?
my people are living about my existence, I'm sick of it. They want my independence, so they want me dead and they're sick of it, like. They want a television, I'm packed in. Want a full collision with a past ten. Want to set the villain on the last leg. I'm a centipede, take the last stand.
I really like the backing vocals in this. Like, of course, verses were sliding absolutely for sure. I wasn't 100% sure about where the mix was going to be with the shouting vocals. But to be honest, Tuck in the background but kind of in the front, it works for this track. I know it feels weird, but it works. Like it works. So it's like if certain things, like I would make sure maybe it's a little bit more a little bit more compression in it, just so it's a little bit in the face. But right now, it's just kind of like it's smeared on the wall. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can hear it, you can make it out, but it's not like, it's not direct. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like in the background of it, like it's surrounding you, is what it sounds like. Well, that sounds great. All right, got Zeta, then Monkey King, Kid Kaiju, All Chaking, Blackout, Neb, Kami, Pure Chaos, Ray. Okay, cool beans. We're almost there.
Down and so far below, dreaming of the heights I thought I'd never know. I asked myself, am I too far gone? Have I lost my soul?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I made up my resolve to rise above all expectations. Of the trials, in spite of the tribulations, I will rise above and reach as far as I can go. If life wasn't really worth it, then second chances wouldn't be as gold. I will rise up through the sky. The rush just makes me feel alive. They will never know pain that makes me cry. Failure alone. Them sticks and stones really do hurt. When they hit, I start breaking my bones. Sit through it once, I hope never again. That's why I still pick up the pen. Fight for myself and secure me a future. Embracing the fact that this pain never ends. Yeah, if you in the way, I gotta play for you. And your crew won't stop till I break the moon. And if they try to move me, I just know I'll break the rules. Let's take the battles anywhere I need to take them to. Yeah, let's turn it up into winning and wind up under dust. Like that flame ain't waiting for when I erupt. Dark kick on my ops, solid touch. Yeah, I done put the work in the hours in. Way too much to go and give it to my cowardice. See the prey upon them and get preyed upon. Unless you want to be the king, don't get played upon. It ain't over till our very last breath is drawn. And that clock takes down every time I breathe. So pray tell what you waiting on. You're in constant loss with every beat. Right. I will rise up through the sky. That just makes me feel alive. They will never know pain that makes me cry. I will rise, rise, rise. Taking it to the top. No matter what I do. Try to give me the style. Don't go and tell them this, I ain't never gonna quit. They can never slow me down. Wasn't confident in who I was, but swear I know it now. I know I'm me. No one else I can never. Authentic for me to. And I go any answers. Like they're doing and I really might OD. It's feeling like a drug, not far from what the powder does. My heart ain't out of love, so I'ma take every challenge that you give me and I'll rise above. Listen, I've really been on a mission to kill off the competition. I'm done with the superstition. I'll be in a tough position. I promise that I'ma kill it. I know that the crowd are feeling it. No, this is not a written. Then I have a pot to vision. Screw it, Phillips, dirty jersey, eat, do the dishes. I'm the big dog. Who you kidding? Word the east, I guess who is risen? I will rise up through the sky. That just makes me feel alive. They will never know pain that makes me cry. I will rise.
Double times fit nice. They were tasteful. The vocals were great. The contrast from it worked out perfect, man. It's awesome. Got no problems with the mix. It's just now what you want to do with it, bro. Where you want to send this. It's really nice sounding. All right. All right, Monkey King, you get a sub from me too. Bam.
Ten toes, I stand proud. Too tall for the background. Too far to turn back now. Yeah, Bankai, that's on sight. Come to the gang, that's on slice. Never lose, that's on life. Was born to be a soldier. I can never lose composure when the team is on my shoulders. Stay ready for the brawl.
Yeah. Hollow heart, know they come for my soul. No other way than to follow my goals. At the elevator, I had to pick up the pole. Now I'm serenaded so they never feel cold. Try to find one, got the cold shoulder. Trying to be the staple, leave it soul floating. I've been agitated, I've been self-loaded. Was a resonator, so I severed ties. Taking medicine because I'm scared of life, but that I'm scared of dying. I don't really care long as my friends survive. I know my other side is scared of facing. Shout out my father, the man that he made me is not only crazy. He told me don't pay them nothing, they would think of the pain. I'm worth something and I know that they hate me. I curve duck them, they're trying to break me.
10 toes, I stand proud. Too tall for the background. Too far to turn back now. Yeah, Bankai, that's on sight. Come to the gang, that's on slice. Never lose, that's on life. Was born to be a soldier. I can never lose composure when the team is on my shoulders. Stay ready for the brawl. When I hop up on the scene, I'm yelling Bankai. Keep the kind of presence, have him leaping like the swan dive. Thought he was a problem till I brought him the solution. Grip the blade, never fall, that's a stay of execution. How could I fold? I'm applying the pressure. You take a step inside my shoes and you will die if you lesser. It's how it is. When you born with strength is a blessing. So to my friends I'm protection, but to the ops I'm a weapon. 10 toes, I stand proud. Too tall for the background. Too far to turn back now. Yeah, Bankai, that's on sight. Come to the gang, that's on slice. Never lose, that's on life. Was born to be a soldier. I can never lose composure when the team is on my shoulders. Stay ready for the brawl.
Yes. I like the progression and just the way everything sounds on that. It's like just a dope vibe, 100%. Didn't hear anything weird in it either. Didn't hear anything weird. Levels were fine. Just vibing, personally. The only thing, since it is a Bleach record, you know what I mean, you might want to figure out where you want to send it to. You know, people can check out the, you know, this particular song, like maybe want to use it in their reels and things like that. It's just a lot of that particular advice is getting to the point where a lot of people are making relatively quality mixes, to the point I'm just kind of like, this sounds fine. And then now it's just, what are you going to do with it in post? You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, you know, that's kind of the gist of it. So other than that, like I said, great work. But just, you know, figure out, you know, just figure out where you want it to be. That's all. All right, next one. And hold on. We did this one before. Yep, 2 months ago. Can't do it. See, the thing is, like I said, you know, like when you submit on here, it's not about the necessarily like just the reaction of it. It's about getting the feedback. And if it gets to a point where you just kind of submit songs there just so you can get a second run and things like that, it works out. But you don't really get any, you know, any advice. And I also check people who do come in the stream and do check these things out. Now, I understand people's time zones and things like that. You know, I know people from other countries, you know, it'd be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning for them. I thoroughly understand. But, you know, I also like to, after doing this for almost 5 years now, I'm kind of narrowing down individuals who are just either they're just submitting, you know, just to be able to just have something played, or they're looking for actual feedback for it. And I feel that when people are here in this chat, it's not fair to them. You know what I mean? Like, you don't show up at those kind of things at all, but other people will sit through and listen to the catalog and everything of other people's stuff, and then you're not even really there. So just keep that in mind. There's things I really pay attention to and I see patterns of. And that's not it at all. You know what I mean? And for people who do that, oh man.
Amen.
So let's go right to the next one. All Chakin. Let's do it. What you got, All Chakin? He's got music.
This is a rap and no man get the P beside it. Pushing forward in a PDA, be a playwright. When I am lost in the ocean, I can trust the moonlight. Yeah, the goddess of my moon, so I know I move right. They see you for rare, cause I never seen good. I kind of blend for the nose, so I'm backing on the queen. And the only place to do when the bakery a treat. They will never take the hard when they need different sweet. I speak in simple words in my book of life. With the go advance with the pens to leave a mark. Oh, I need it black and white is my future wife. You a bit lost, let's write it in a waiting night. Baby, let's take a trip in the starry night. Bask in the light of the satellite. Get lost of his tag and a pretty eyes. I say, baby, yeah. Let's take a trip in the starry night. Bask in the light of the satellite. Get lost of his tag and a pretty eyes. I say,
girl, you be the one that I lean on. No prescription, you know we got the G strong. No ice, but my heart is meant for you though. If I could live twice, you be the one that I would live for. And you don't need to worry about the rumors. Haters always talking, either that or they be snooping. I hope you realize that without you I've been losing. And in the dark, I hope you know that you'll be glowing.
baby, let's take a trip in the starry night. Bask in the light of the satellite. Get lost of his tag and a pretty eyes. I say, baby, let's take a trip in the starry night. Bask in the light of the satellite. Get lost of his tag and a pretty eyes. I say, baby, let's take a trip in the starry night. Bask in the light of the satellite. Get lost of his tag and a pretty eyes. I say, baby, let's take a trip in the starry night. Bask in the light of the satellite. Get lost of his tag and a pretty eyes. I say.
Only thing, just kind of dial back on whatever that filter is because it takes away a little bit of the depth of the vocal. Other than that, works out just fine. It's just the filter that's on that you probably should take off for sure. But yeah, I'm telling you, All Chakin has been really been leveling up. You know, he been making his own beats. You know what I mean? He making his own beats now. So he's finding new ways to level up. So I appreciate that in the efforts there. All right, Blackout. So we got Blackout, Nib, Kami, Pure, Ray. All right. And I support, of course.
Yeah, I'm back with a whole new mentality. Anybody that wrong me can get it, I tell them I'll be the one up in the county. Just be a man with a heart of gold. To the world, man, it's our goal. Now we rose the night, bringing execution on anyone who not just dough. You call yourself not a vengeance? Where was your vengeance for me? Bringing me back in this world, but the pain in my face. But other daughters in me. Thought of the race that I couldn't contain as a kid. Now I'm seeing red in the streets. I gave me a piece for the piece that I never can keep. The old me's God, he says they give up some our God.
I would have done nothing but search the planet for that pathetic pile of evil, death-worshipping garbage and send them all to hell!
Pull me up as the night falls. I won't fall on my back again. After all the damage, all the sadness, I'm still standing tall. Red in the night, let the sky fall. It seems that I've been reborn again. It's a Gotham's abyss night of
yet I see him walking city streets. You say you're sorry, all I'm wanting is a city clean. It's too late for the dignity you claim to want to set me free.
one of those things, like I said, vocal levels. Start looking at these vocal levels, please.
All I'm wanting is a bullet in the gun to cure the agony. I might just fall again, let's not all play and pretend that resurrection is a blessing in disguise. I'm seeing right now, I'm wishing for some common sense. I never know of him, and now who needs some more between the eyes. I'm alone, but am I home? And will I know if I had told? I'm sorry that I'll never be the same. I'm sorry that I'm bringing the shame. I'm sorry I'm insane. Now I'm addicted to your pain and keep you grounded in this day. Am I too damn to kneel? Am I too gone for you to come and
Okay, same thing in those vocals. Those it's because the vocals themselves are kind of clipping on the high pass. You got to clip those with de-esser or something like that. And I'm hearing that throughout the track too. So de-esser is very key for this right now. Like I said, other than that, fire record. Just got to pay attention to these volume levels. You have to, especially when you have a feature. Extremely important. Extremely important. Just so you know. Alrighty, Kami. Let's go, Neb.
Wait, Advent who? Hey, wait, yeah.
They be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame.
Man, let's just pulled up to the scene. Slice them up, dice them up, man, Herb is the queen. Just trying to capture 5 of them fiends. None of them can compare to my team. Hey, wait, Red Queen, man, off with their heads. You should have known that I'm 5 steps ahead. They escaped and me catch him again. Bro, I'm my bitch up, she can't see right through you, Narissa. I've been will miss ya, didn't mean to diss ya. Captured you once, I can do it again. Stopping and toppling, dog, I'm the best. Hey, don't need no purity, I ain't no people. Won't hear them bow bow, I'm finna cleave you. May have that knowledge, but I'm finna beat you. Been undefeated, you know that I'm winning. Everybody should get up out my business, have been escaped. Sorry, y'all finished, covered in stitches. Witness, she's the mistress, covered in riches, capturing misfits. Yeah, wait, man, she just be capturing misfits like. They be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame. I am a queen in the night. Where the hell is my round table? No fable, I'm able, unstable, so grateful to the gods that got me here. When we capture them, they will know true fear. We will stay watching till we go full gear. Hey, Caesar, girl, send them the spear. Cause I do what I want, okay. You cannot beat me, there ain't no way. When justice will stop, they gon' vacate. I don't need a sword, I still get DPS. The queen, she got drip out of war with no stick. Transfiguration, be living y'all sick. Nobody really can step to this chick. One slice and you dying real quick. Trying to fight me's a big risk. My flames be better than Ifrit. Man, I'm killing kin and then I'll be killing them, freeing them of sin. Can you get a hint? I will always win. Yeah, I will always win. Yeah. They be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame. They be screaming out, they be screaming out, they be screaming out, blood, flame.
Yes. Like I said, mix is nice, visual is nice, just fire record all the way through, 100%. Great job. Now it is. It's Aaron, then Pure Chaos, and then Ray. All right, we're almost there.
Put these niggas on and now they steady talking shit. That's why I fucking hate rappers, watch your little fit. How was collection niggas steady copping whips.
I've been seeing that a lot lately, that people are putting that OG DVD symbol bouncing on the screen. Clever.
My business niggas out here looking pissed. Do not fucking talk to me, you suck. I got bitches talking on me like I never do enough. We gon' slide up on the sites and carry sticks like Mighty Ducks. Niggas wishing they could say it, but ain't beat me to the punch. Like, bitch, do not fucking talk to me, you suck. Bitch, do not fucking talk to me, you suck. Bitch, do not fucking talk to me, you suck. Got my shawty going crazy, know a nigga about to bust like, fuck about your drop, I know I did it better. Niggas talking about a scale, but they can't even measure. Niggas swear that they a diamond, but crack under pressure. If you gon' point the finger, make sure that you on my level. Really hate these niggas feeling like I'm Uncle Records. Got me feeling like Jack Sparrow, how these cannons get to dumping. All these niggas wanna beat me, but they couldn't even clutch it. All these niggas turn to Stevie when they see me, got them running. Niggas pulling up with massacres, V for Vendetta. Niggas swear that they're the king till they get in beheaded. Let's put a smile on their face like I'm acting Heath Ledger. Don't got no enemies, you want my forgiveness, forget it. Cracking over heads, that's a wig split, bitch.
It just did. It just did. I don't care. Look at this. No. It just look at that right there. Look, life has been changed. Okay. Life has been changed, sir. It has hit the corner. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know that hit the corner. You see, it's right there on visual for it. It hit the corner. And I know probably Kami like, bro, did they really just listen to the song, but they were really about the DVD thing? Kami, you were sliding, dog. But that DVD part is something that we just kind of was like, bro, does it really hit the corner or no? Let me hear.
That's a wig split, bitch. I be copping all these whips on my big kid shit. I be doing when I see him, just forget that bitch. Shotty tricking on my wood, that's a kickflip, bitch. Like, bitch, do not fucking talk to me, you suck. Bitch, do not fucking talk to me, you suck. Bitch, do not fucking talk to me, you suck. Got my shotty going crazy, know a nigga about to bust like,
Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity.
Did that really fit on beat like that? Wait, one more time. Hold on.
got my shotty going crazy, know a nigga about to bust like,
Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity.
What did he say? I'm sorry, it was worth it. It was worth it. Hopefully you put that remix in there. Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity. You can't say that. That's not cool. That's awesome. Just be able to do that. Okay, all right, let's go. Here, let's go. He gonna laugh at that. I know for sure. He has to, because that's way too funny. Oh, I'm sorry.
Broke the code, switch the mode. Come to your place from space unknown. Look at the iris, embodiment of virus. Try this basic change, she know. Base imitation became the goal. Four forms deep with the rage on bold. When I aim on low, the game on bro. Like a fight in the night, all the shade I throw. With the gravity of battling enormous force. Bitch, I'm only in my normal form. Knock off the neighbors going door to door. We can swap skills, hope we be enduring yours. Give them a form, a warning form, dropping tandem. I be leaving no competitors in some tantrum. I send them to the center where I chop your neck. You think you better, well, I see if you can stop the next. From the sky pillar hitting like Godzilla when I'm doing knots with a psychic shot. Feeling the top till the God killers end of the time. Till I'm on your sight like you can't even watch it with binoculars. Losing up a psychopath, you might collapse. A tighter rap because we just like to pass. I flash it hand in hand, predators a massive damage. They're in prison to a clash of band. I got playing in a rocky tomb. Out of pocket, now your body thinking not consumed. The way I rock slide in like a poppy tomb. You cannot presume that a takedown to the living room with tricks. Full moon is out, time to go lunatic. When I'm moving swift, every move will hit. No agility, ability can move like this. I can feel it in my DNA. 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 I hear yourself playing now, winning is the only way. Got a sense of defenses, it's useless to even try to make moves. Won't neglect the protection, reflect your intentions. Follow with the counter that'll shake you. Cause my head is end bust, so send the end punch. Gorilla terror types where it came to. What happens when the calm mind's broken? That's when he lash out. Hope you gotta focus ass. About to lie on this mic till it opens gas. Keep my eye on the prize with a focus blast. Covers me and smothering, you'll take the rest. No recovery, just stumbling to make the step. Keep muttering, you're humming me, I'll take your breath. Find your pulse, about to change the spec. Always going in attack mode, that's no tiny. If you're looking like no, that's no fighting space to fit an astronaut. I got a plan on hand, and a nasty plot going hand to hand. So something's like me up, and now you're beaming with a demon with a hyper touch. Show the energy of store is enormously truly cowl. Once I'm showing them my superpower. Deviants from over from the heavens, but they bear and graze. If you dare to pair me with a scary face. From the stars, it's sweet, but the lower breeze. Think you can hold with me till I KO your team. When I pass with the axis, the masses, so seen to beat them all with my old grave. I can feel it in my DNA, I can feel it in my DNA.
Hopefully that's a song hopefully that's a song you performing, because that's hype. That's definitely hype. I dig with that. That's a dope track for sure. Can't wait when you have the video come out for it. So great work. And now, Ray, it's your turn. And of course, like I said, I support. So you get a subscribe from me. Thank you.
Look, I got a new mic. Fuck those reaching my heights. I won that light. I got some spite. All those fucks who took my invites. Swear I'll win this fight. I'll end it before the night light. Who you talking tonight? Light. None you grins be that right. Fuck your imagination. Upper length of this operation. Moving body parts like animation. There's no floor for information. Got a sound chop yet big as a whale. Tell me to stop. They looking all pale. Cause they heard shots and looking all hot.
Always.
Every dot's on master braille. Ain't nobody doing like me.
Okay, first off, like I said, I'm digging the growth that you've been having, Ray. Just so you know, in general, just how I've been hearing your stuff over time. You're definitely getting better, but you just got to be careful with where you're recording with your microphone. Not your location, just where you're recording. I'll show you an example. So if you got a microphone, say you got one, right? You see how I have a pop screen on this. The reason why you have the pop screen is it prevents me to, literally have pops in the vocal. So if I take it off, I'll show you how significant this is. So when I take it off, you see, you hear all that stuff is there because there's not anything blocking it. But if I do it here, now I can do what I need to do, and you see it doesn't affect any. You see how that's a pop stopper? That's why. And that's what I'm hearing in the vocal. And you might be a little too close to, your mouth might be a little too close to where you're recording, meaning that you want to follow the 4x6 inch rule. So, for example, if you got a phone, right? Let's say you're recording with your phone or whatever. So you got the microphone 4 inches, the pop screen 4 inches, yourself 4 inches. So when you put that together, it allows you to have the depth of being able to get a clean vocal without any of the extra stuff. If you're doing a phone, you just easily just kind of tuck right behind it. And then that way it's not like you waving back and forth and you're recording here one time and then you come back here and then you go right there because you're trying to rap. Be like, yo, I'm an inventive and low but never want to talk about any one moment that's but the Kevin did it from a new but the normal the in the mini. I'm up, you know what I mean? You see how the vocals drop every time I go to one side of the vocal, then I go to this side of the vocal, and then you see how it's not really direct. That's the reason why a lot of people have been having a hard time mixing. It's because they have to make sure, I know you're hyped with the song, you're trying to animate it and have the energy and hand movements and all that kind of stuff. But just keep in mind, in general, you want to stay centrally in the microphone as much as you possibly can to be able to get the best raw vocal you can. And then you can mix and be able to do all those things. But it always starts from the beginning. There's only so many things that you can fix. There's only so many things you can fix. So it's about making sure it's in the raw beginnings of the vocal. It starts how you recorded it before you can mix and change anything up. So if you record it and the raw vocals sound weird, it's a bad thing. So you have to redo it. That's the only thing.
Do you like me? Ain't nobody do like me. Lately I'm feeling buzz, my eyes are going fuzz. And I down another, I'm drinking my noodle rushy. Sing the cold like monkey, hit a spear, no hockey. My cold on loading sake, I'm drinking my noodle rushy.
Know that I carry it far off I'd experience. I can never care what I'll just say, okay. Go find out my blast, I'm gonna carry on. Even my light expressions can't avert a monster rapper, young balloons to ride a clone of me. Jump out of these secrets on collegiate.
Okay, when you're doing singing vocals and stuff like that, like especially when you're doing double times and stuff like that, you kind of don't want to breath it. And what you want to do is you can also stack the vocals as well. Sorry. All right, there we go. So when you're doing, like these kind of, if we're doing a factor like a velociraptor, you want to make sure you enunciate all of those. Like the velociraptor, like you got to make sure you say them out. And the reason why you do that is it makes it easier on the mix, and people can really hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? Other than it just being the words. You don't want to be like, they don't know what they're doing with design effect like for us, the raptor, I'm being a matcher. I mean, like if you're going to do it, you got to really enunciate it. You know what I mean? Or double it or stack it, something. That's all. It could sound melodic. It could sound dope. It could sound fire. That's fine. But just know later on, like let's say somebody hears this song and they're like, hey, we're part of the, ooh, we almost dropped this. We're part of the creators of Bleach and we like this Kenpachi song that you did. And then now they're like, yeah, but we need you to change this, need you to change that. A lot of music supervisors are not going to do that. They don't want to make extra steps for that because they thought you would take that extra step to put out quality. So they feel weird about asking for that kind of thing. So just know you want to make sure you put your best foot forward when it comes to stuff like that because you never know. There could be people looking at these songs right now, and because it's not at the mix or certain things of fundamentals for it, they may just pass over it. I mean, that's just kind of the facts of the world. I just want to let you know that one song can really change your career. So it only takes one. So don't botch the opportunities of one when you can have hundreds of them right in front of you. That's all.
I carry it far off I'd experience. I can never care what I'll just say, okay. Go find out my blast, I'm gonna carry on. Even my light expressions can't avert a monster rapper, young balloons to ride a clone of me. Jump out of these secrets on collegiate. Cash on my deck, get a win for the GG. It's kinda easy. Whole life been a winning streak. Try to shoot and you missing me. Couldn't give a damn, but you sympathy. So unless you're my queen, you admitting me, okay.
Ain't nobody do it like me. 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 Lately I'm feeling buzz, my eyes are going fuzz. And I down another, I'm drinking my noodle rushy. Sing the cold like monkey, hit a spear, no hockey. My cold on noodle sake, I'm drinking my noodle rushy.
Like I said, the music, the beat, everything is great about that. It's just making sure you certain types of meets with the vocal. And like I said it all through this stream today. Please, 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 please mute this gosh darn beat so you can hear the vocals by themselves and level the vocals accordingly. There is a such thing as ear fatigue, where you will listen to a mix for more than 45 an hour and switch in different frequencies. Ears are muscles. They are organs. They do get tired. Eyes get tired. Noses get tired. Ears get tired. taste gets tired. The five senses, your body, your arms, your legs, everything gets tired because it's a living organism. You are a Homo sapien. You are a human. Nothing is machine about you. Well, if there is some machine about you and you do, like, don't bring back Skynet, okay? Just don't no Cyberdynes, no Terminators, no T-8000 or 800s or T-1000s or none of that. I don't want to see any of this. If you're up in age, you'll get that reference of what I'm talking about. It's T-1000 when he was getting shot with the shotgun. He was like, "Nah, bro, we done with this." But other than that, those are things you got to make sure you pay attention to. But other than that, like I said, song and vibe is great. It's just got to fix those parts. And that's pretty much. Oh my God, no. Turn this off. Why do you spend so much time throwing things in rocks? I'm good. I'm good on that. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it, actually. Another thing that's actually kind of special, and normally I would just be kind of chill about it and all that stuff, but this Wednesday I turned another year older. So, I'm getting ready to do that. So that's going to be kind of cool. I might be online and stuff like that, but yeah, Wednesday I'm very excited about it. I'm getting older. I'm getting up there. But it's just a great day. It'll be a great day. I'm already excited about these kind of things. But no further ado, that's pretty much it for the stream. Did I end early like I should? I sure did. Perfect. I've been trying my best to make sure to end within the 2 hours because, to be honest with you, a lot of us don't have time like that. All those hours of streams and stuff, I'll do that when I'm playing games and stuff. But when I do these Mark Cooper Mondays, I try my hardest to have them finished within an hour and a half to 2 hours because a lot of us got things to do. And since it's at 8 o'clock at night, it could be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning for somebody else. I like to, be respectful of people's time and effort because you guys submit and you spend your time and effort to listen to everybody else and you're patient and you take your time and all those. And I appreciate that, you hold me to a standard to be able to hear your song and give you feedback for it. I appreciate that you trust your music and critiques with me and, taking it for what it is. And I greatly appreciate that. I want to let you guys know that for sure. But the last quote of the night, okay? Last quote of the night. Let me see here. Please, please, please level your vocals, guys. And on top of that, make sure you level your collaborators' vocals too. Because if they send you a raw vocal, and then you could see in the file work that it looks like it's significantly smaller waveforms than yours is, chances are your vocal's louder than theirs. Try your best to see if you can match it by eye and then also by ear as well. Because then that way you don't have to really necessarily worry. If the lines are really, really long like this, and let's say it's a border like that, and then the lines are touching like these, that is clipping. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you EQ that and sharpen those and, make those a little bit quieter. Quiet those things. If you got FL Studio 21 or whatever, there is a little notch there where you could be able to drag it down and kind of drag it into size. It's very, very sufficient. It works out perfect. Start doing that. That way all those sharp harshness is not in your mix like that anymore. Vocals. It's great that the beat is there. The beat is what makes the song. Yeah, but your primary vocal is very important too. So the cleaner that comes out, the better the song will be. The better the mix will be, and more individuals will be wanting to be able to grind with you. But like I said, this is a Mark Cooper Monday. I'm in debate whether if I want to decide to stream on that Wednesday and play some games or relax a little bit. But yeah. But you know what? I got 2 sound clips of a newer song that I've been working on. I finished up a song of like, maybe I should play the actual song. Maybe I could do that. You know what? Yep, I'll play it. And this is a Call of Duty Warzone song.
You can die slowly for me. Your entire team is gone and you're all alone. You can die slowly for me. Your entire team is gone and you're all alone. The gulag is your home now. The gulag is your home now.
As you wait for the precious gas, think about the streak that you could have had. Makes me laugh, not to brag, I'm coming in fresh from a fire sale. Cluster stripes getting team wipes, I'm a scary tale. Can we talk for a minute, Tevin? At the alley section where you down my entire team without a question. I ain't even have a weapon. Ghosting is my profession. White flags teaching lessons. I advance with a second chance. Getting chased, left the C4 and then escape. Got the space, then you hear the boom. So surprised that had you weak in the knees like SWV. Cause you use your heart and not your eyes. It's a perfect time for me to celebrate. Great beef deserves to marinate. I'll let him wait. Good position by the interstate. I'm in second place. I got my lick back so you can embrace the fate.
You can die slowly for me.
It's just a little bit of something there, just to let you know. But thank you, man. I made that beat. I mixed and mastered that. I did the vocals, the writing, all that stuff. Yeah. That's all me at home. Yeah. I've never heard anybody do something with Call of Duty where it's like a smooth serenading kind of thing. So I wanted to try that out. But I got some really cool things in the works really soon that I'm pretty excited about. But like I said, about to head on out of here. I'm going to do what I need to do, finish some things up. And I appreciate you. And if I see you guys during the week, just kind of wave and say hello. And I'll hit you guys up in the meanwhile. Appreciate it. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to pick a different song to end out of here with. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Let me see. See you guys.
I'm just playing the game, yeah.